The ambition was to win the race last year. So from start the tactics were to attack and make the race hard without going all out from the start, but just being in competition, being at the front. But always when races goes on, there are lots of attackers, and in these small types of races where there are some very strong riders, but you have to stay at the front, so you don't have to be too passive. So I was quite aggressive from the start. So after around half of the race or so, we were 40-50 riders left at the head of the race in the pack who had to go for the race. And from there on, I started attacking on my own and also in smaller groups. And with around 50 Ks to go, we got in a breakaway 2-man. A very good friend or training competition of mine, and we got away in the decisive breakaway with around 50 Ks to go. And I thought, well, this is fine. He's a strong rider, so we could take our even turns and then decide the race between us. Unfortunately, he was very tired on this day because he has been racing on the day before, and so he was quite, he wasn't any good to me, if I can say it that way. So of the last 50 Ks, I probably had to take the lead for 90% of the time or so. So at the end, I was also quite wasted. So it became a long and hard race, I must say. The route was also quite challenging. From Helsingør, there was 4 Ks or so out of the city, where in Danish conditions the landscape was with some small climbs, so that was nice. And then it was more flat and some smaller hills on the remaining of the route. So it wasn't easy to go on the last, but it was the decisive part of the race was out of Helsingør, but still 50 Ks, almost time trialing on my own at the end of the race. So I was fatigued at the end, I must admit that. Last year it was my ambition to win the race, whereas this year I have a slightly other goal. This year my goal is to qualify for the final, which is in Trento. As you know, in Italy, and there the UCI final has a climb at the end, 20 Ks with a 7% incline, and I look forward to doing that race. So the ambition for the race here in Copenhagen is both to do the time trial to qualify for that, and hopefully I can do good in the time trial. And the ambition for the road race is to finish and at a good enough position to qualify for the final, so I can go to Trento to race there. Last year I didn't go to South Africa. My good friend Michael Barfoot went down there and won, and I'm very happy for him that he finally got his UCI title. That was well deserved. I didn't go, but this year I will. So hopefully I will qualify in Copenhagen and then well, go for my best in Trento. How good that will be, time will show, but I'll do my best. And as I've been forced to write my 2 biggest punchlines for training up here, it's sure I won't quit. I will try to do my best to see if I can win or finish as good as possible in the final and also in the race here in Copenhagen. And to do that, I will train hard every day until the final in Trento.